You are listening to BnDnD, a show where we drink some brews and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Welcome back to BnDnD. I'm Marquise, your dungeon master. I'm here with
Sarah Rodenberg, playing as Corgan Court Smasher.
Robin Jost playing as Beetle Bramblepatch.
Jared Lindenau playing as Mugen Genkai.
All right, and so last time you guys were heading out of town. You headed out of the city of Certain to go try to find a dragon's horde. So we can kind of go over real quick what happened there. Beetle, Corgan, and Mugen, you all left the city of Certain riding Beetle's cart, pulled by the massive burrower in the direction of the Burlap Foothills, which is to the northwest. On their way there, a drunken Beetle had the cart stopped so you could search for flowers along the field. Beetle, with a bit of help from Corgan, stumbles off the cart and does manage to find a flower he was not quite familiar with. Mugen, who has now joined them out of curiosity, is able to find 3 individual flowers, which she quickly makes notes of and presses into the pages of her book. The 3 then hop back on the cart, where Mugen continues to drive Burrower. Corgan continues to drive Burrower, who seems to have taken quite a liking to the young mountain dwarf. Before long, they reach a road that branches off to the west and would seem to fit the description of the passage they heard about from old Kindred Cragbeard. The sun is now starting to set and fall behind the horizon, so they decide to make camp. Though during the night, Mugen hears a growling and cries for help. She quickly wakes the others, and they go to help this person, which they find. Before long, they find a wagon which is being attacked by an owlbear. After quickly defeating the owlbear, they learn the person under attack is a Furbolg noble by the name of Bronson, hailing from Old Eastvale, a vast city on the eastern shoreline of the Multi-Yonder, which Beetle is quite familiar with. As a thanks for saving him, he gives the party a golden medallion with the symbol of a hammer and a beaker. They do not know what the symbol is, and he does not explain it. They do know that they have seen the symbol around in the stonework of buildings and other things. After Bronson's departure, the 3 spend some time gathering teeth and feathers from the owlbear. Corgan tries to skin it. Doesn't go super well. It upsets Beetle's stomach. And then they make their way back to camp. The next morning, Beetle and Mugen make tea while Corgan plays with Burrower. Corgan tries tea with caffeine for the first time and is jolted with energy and packs up the camp super fast. They then make their way down to the village of Hardfoot. Before they get in, they are stopped by a guard who, through some unorthodox sales tactics, they gain access to the village. And that's where we are currently. Alright, so after you've convinced the guard, he just says, alright, then you guys can head on into town. I'm sure that the people will be glad to purchase some of your wares, and just make sure you're not doing anything suspicious.
Wonderful. Just here to spread the greatness and the goods of the goddess Mary Kai.
All right. Sounds good.
Mugen tries not to look shifty-eyed.
Onward, Burrower!
As you guys enter the gates of the village of Hardfoot, what you see is a small farming village that is reusing the ancient dwellings of the hill dwarves that once lived here. As such, they have many holes that dot the countryside in which homes have been built into the land itself. Some of these holes go quite far down into the hillside, you've heard. All around you are people working the fields that kind of surround these homes, the hills in these homes. You see people leading cattle and sheep-like creatures out into the fields, and just kind of hustle and bustle of people just in a small village. Everyone seems to... You get this weird feeling that everyone seems to know each other. People are just talking, and everyone kind of greets each other as if they're all best friends.
Do they stop when they see us then?
Sounds like a great feeling.
Could I look and see what their reaction to us walking in is?
Roll an insight check.
Oh, I'm actually very insightful. I do get a +3, so that
Nice.
is a 10 insight.
You can see that people are stopping and looking at you. They don't seem to think that there's any sort of like that you're bringing any sort of harm into the village. They do see that that one of their own is riding on the back of the cart, and if you were to look back, he's like waving to people. So they stop and look at you because you guys are definitely a strange sight, but they're just like, okay.
Okay.
So as you guys make it through the gate, the halfling on the back you can actually just pull right over here. Town's not very big. This is kind of just right where the market square is. If you guys want to try to sell your stuff, you can set up shop here.
That would be perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I forget your name.
Oh, yeah. My
You
name.
never gave us your name, good sir.
It's Nesser Hardfoot. And I kind of keep a watch out, make sure everything, we don't get a whole lot of people around here, but just want to make sure that the few that do come this way aren't gonna bring any.
Are you one of the
bad
founders of
things.
this village having the name of Hardfoot?
Well, pretty much most of the people here have the name of Hardfoot, but I'm not a founder. My father, actually, Valman, he is the town leader, and he was the one that kind of founded this village.
Out of curiosity, how does your father spell his name?
Valmin.
Interesting, that's what I thought. Thank you.
If we needed to speak with your father, since he's the town leader, where would we find him?
Oh, it's just that house right over there, and he points to all the holes are, you can't really tell what's going on. So, but there's one that has like a slightly bigger door, and if you
A little bit fancier.
the door's a little fancy, red painted. It's got some like carvings on it and things like that. And it's like in the center of the village, because if you think about like a big hill, and so along the side of the hill, there's a bunch of like doors and then paths that kind of go up a level, and there are more doors, but in the center bottom level, there's just one that has like a big door.
Perfect. Well, thank you,
Nesser.
Nasser.
Pleasure to meet you, Nasser. My name's Mugen. She smiles.
That's nice to meet you guys.
Remember Beetle Bramble Patch. And I'm gonna hand you one of my little gold filigreed business cards.
Oh, well. Thank you. I don't... How would I...
Unfortunately, our guild has not expanded to have an establishment within this lovely village of Hardfoot. But if you ever happen to find yourself in Certain or Old Eastvale, you could visit the Guild of Mary Kai and indulge in her wonderful products.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. And he sticks it into his back pocket.
All right. Once we're out of earshot of Nesser, I guess.
Yeah.
So Mugen and Corgan,
Yes.
my thought is, so I'll set up shop and we'll, pretend to sell my goods to these halflings. And then we can maybe take a peek at,
Probably don't even have to pretend. You could actually sell them
well,
as well.
yes, I will sell my products and you guys can try to find additional information.
Why didn't we just ask Nesser for additional information?
Yeah, why didn't you?
I don't.
I don't know. You guys said you were doing products and brought up all these half truths. and
You're
I was
absolutely right.
I figured, I'll go with it because why not? But also, I don't know. I just walk. Hey, Nesser, is he walking away from me?
Oh, here we
Yeah.
go.
Is he still there? Does he hear me?
Yeah. What?
Can you scooch back over here for a sec?
Sure. Do you guys... I guess it's the first time in the village. You probably don't know your way around. What's going on?
You're right. I have one very just random thought. What about a dragon that used to live here? Do you know about that?
A dragon? Well...
Around here, around these parts.
We heard that it had been taken care of. Have you
There-
heard anything?
There was...
Is it safe?
There was word from our hunters that a dragon lived a little further north towards the mountains. It was generally leaving us alone. There's only, I don't think that we really have anything that it really wanted, so it just kind of just ignored us. But
What do you mean? You guys are like snack sized.
Well, and you farm
well,
cattle and other animals.
yeah, but I think it was mainly looking for dragons. They want material possessions, and, gold and stuff. So it didn't really seem to
lucky
care
for
about
you,
us that much.
you weren't being snacked on. I'm
Yeah,
sure it has to eat something.
Lucky for
I mean,
you,
I'm
you
pretty
live
glad
like
to-
this.
I'm pretty glad that it was taken care of because, I feel like it's probably only a matter of time. Actually, if you guys are interested in that, I thought you were just here to sell things. But if you guys are interested in the dragon, I can grab Roxis, and she could tell you more about it.
Roxis. Certainly. Well, I am going to set up my shop, because that is why we're here, to sell goods for the goddess Mary Kai.
I'm not here for that.
We can be
But
interested
my-
in two things.
My bodyguard and elf companion here would certainly love to speak with this Roxis for some dragon facts. Mugen just happens to love draconology. And
Okay.
it would be
That's-
fantastic to get some dragon facts.
That is fairly accurate.
All right.
Especially the fact of where its horde was.
All right.
There's a horde of additional dragons.
Well, no, but we don't just want dragon facts. We want to know where to go.
Well, I think Roxis, she said that she saw something that she believes is probably where it was, or said that I don't remember. I can go find her real quick. And
We'd love to speak with her. Thank you.
That'd be great. If she could meet us here in the marketplace at this cart, we'll be here.
I'll go grab her. So he wanders off after maybe about 10 minutes or so. You see a halfling. She's got long red hair in a thick braid kind of going over her right hand shoulder, and she's wearing leather armor, kind of intricate actually. Nice leather pauldrons and a leather weave going across her chest. She's got a hood that she has up, so her hair you can kind of see underneath the hood, and then there's a big braid just spilling out of it, and a large bow that she has kind of affixed over her back. She comes walking up to you and she's like, "You looking for the dragon?"
I'm so interested in dragons, their anatomy, their habitats, their behaviors. Anything that you could tell me would be really, really amazing to learn. And Morgan starts scrawling
And
the moment she speaks.
Specifically where the dragon that was from here lived.
Well, I could take you about a mile or so north. I saw a big hole. It looked like signs of a dragon. I haven't seen it in a while. We've seen it fly around, but it's gone.
All right, I have a great idea. We pack up the cart. Mugen and Roxis ride in the cart, and Roxis tells you everything she knows about dragons. And then we take the cart to the hole.
I mean, we could probably get there on foot a little bit easier. We're gonna have to go up and down a bunch of hills.
That works too, then.
Yeah, I think.
Plus, what are you gonna do with the dog if the dragon shows up?
The dragon's dead.
Oh. Well, that's good. I didn't know that.
Well, it didn't sound like the dragon was eating animals, which thank goodness.
I
I'm
mean-
Beetle Bramble-Patch, by the way, and you're Roxis?
Roxis Hardfoot.
Also a Hardfoot, okay. Are you related to Nesser?
Yeah, maybe my cousin.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. A lot of hard feet around here.
There are. Yeah, this is our village, so.
Family reunion, so just hard feet.
Yeah.
Well, since I haven't set up shop yet, and I mean, I myself am a renowned potion maker and would also be very interested in dragons. I've known that maybe if I could gather a couple scales or something, I could brew up a nice potion. So
I mean, I can take you up there. Like I said, well, clearly the dragon's dead. I don't know how you guys know that, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
we've heard rumors, so hopefully it's dead. That would be scary.
But, I mean, if you guys want to, do you want to go now, or do you want to? What do you want to do?
Perfect. Mugen, Corrigan.
I'm good to go.
Sure, if you're not interested in selling any of your wares to the Marikai Guild, then let's
I
proceed.
totally am, but there's always tomorrow. I'm sure these halflings and their hard feet need some foot cream. And I've got tons, and we can sell it after. What time is it? Beetle checks his timepiece.
Sundial.
Yeah.
It's a sundial and
Sundial
a couple
on
of
your
steps.
wrist.
You just randomly in the middle of the conversation go, "What time is it?"
Look at the sky. What does it tell me?
So you guys were traveling a little bit, like a couple hours down the road from your camp, so it'd probably be like 11 a.m.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Almost too late in the day to set up shop.
I mean, if you guys want to go, we can head out. I'm the best tracker hunter in this village, so I feel like I can get us there pretty quick.
Yes, please. If you wouldn't mind leading us there.
Okay.
Yes, lead the way. And then Beetle makes a weird noise and burrow her nose to watch the cart.
Okay. He just stands there in front of the cart and looks around, being extra
I mean, it's halflings burrow her. You'll be fine.
he's got to go 100%.
He's probably bigger than all of them.
So yeah, she leads you kind of through the village. Doesn't take very long to get through the village. Couple winding roads and up over the hill, past a bunch of the homes that are burrowed into the hill. Before long, you start to reach a tree line. It's not much further, honestly. I'm pretty sure it was taking residence in one of the old homes here. That were one of the old hill dwarf homes that was vacant.
Really? A dragon would fit into that?
Well, from what we've seen, it wasn't super big. I don't think it was very old. As you guys are getting closer, you see signs of claw marks on trees and blue shed scales that lay around the forest floor. Eventually, when you reach an old hill dwarf settlement, which is now quite overgrown, the wood doors and windows have been splintered and are rotting away due to the weather. And it almost seems like you can see where there were a couple doors that were close together that have now, the infrastructure between them has fallen apart into such a big hole. What is most notable is that there's clearly fresh drag marks as if something large had been coming and going through the large opening in the hillside.
Recently.
How recent could I do a
You can try to do a survival check.
+1, so 5?
They just look like drag marks to you. You don't know.
Beetle kind of wants to take a look and investigate what these blue scales on the ground look like.
Okay.
And are they shiny?
You can clearly see there's claw marks and things like that. They're not hidden or anything like that. So you're able to find about 7 scales that have kind of molted off this, what you suspect is clearly a
Molted.
dragon.
Roxis?
Yeah.
Roxis, do you think that that's fresh tracks there? I hope what we've heard about the dragon being dead is true.
I sure hope
And what
so.
we saw.
You see that she goes over and kind of looks. When did you say? How do you know that the dragon's dead? When did you? When did you see? When did it die?
We heard rumors.
These tracks are probably about 3-4 days old.
Okay, yeah. It's possible. It was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday
We
we
saw
heard
it
rumor.
dead, but he could also have a brother.
Beetle would like to sniff the air, smell if there's like any other animal presence. Not that I don't know if a dragon qualifies as an animal or a beast.
Okay, go ahead.
Just a little sniff, just in case. Oh, that would be a 9.
You definitely smell.
Do you get advantage on smell check?
You do, actually.
So right. Thank you for the reminder.
What is that?
10 instead of
Okay.
9.
You definitely smell a bunch of things, but it smells like reptilian.
Okay.
Although there seems to be a different smell that isn't the same as the one that's coming from like the dragon scales. But it also smells reptilian.
Interesting.
It smells similar but slightly different.
Something is in the air, so we should be cautious.
What is in the air? If you
I know this might be odd coming from an animal's what they like to call an animal. I am a badger.
A badger person.
Yes. A badger man.
You don't have to explain yourself. I just need to know what's going on.
But from my animal nose, I smell like a reptilian creature that smells slightly different than this beautiful blue scale.
That is worrisome.
Slightly, yes. Not sure if dead or alive. I'm so curious as to what this creature was eating, but I would like it to not be me.
Roskis, and Corgan, would you mind heading towards the direction that this was heading, and we'll follow behind you?
Just gung ho.
Lead the
just
way,
going-
Corgan.
Okay.
I'll be right behind you.
I mean, I want to like look around here, like so we're walking up to like you said, there's like a hole, a larger
Yeah,
hole that
okay.
blew out. Yeah.
You can
But it's
essentially
like
it's a
former
big cave.
house.
It was previously it was like a couple of different essentially like hobbit holes, and something has gone in and out of here and like squeezed into it to where it's like collapsed them into just one big cave.
Okay.
So as you guys make your way in, are you just walking in?
Well, I said I wanted to like walk to the actual like hole.
Okay.
And before I enter the hole, I
Uh-huh.
want to do a good like look around.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to. Roskis takes a look around and says, I don't think that this place is empty. We might want to be careful here.
What do you mean? Not what makes you think that, Roskis?
I don't know. I feel like I hear something down there.
It does smell rather reptilian, but
Yeah, is that scent stronger in here than it was out there?
Have you entered the cave?
not if
Precipice
Corgan
of it.
hasn't.
Yeah, you guys are like right at the mouth of it.
Mhm.
Well, we were told that the thing was dead. We didn't come here to like fight some creatures.
But who knows what's in here?
Let's just be quiet.
Yeah.
I-
I think if we...
I would like to
Are we stealthy at all?
I would like to see.
You guys can try to stealth.
I am a relatively small badger, and I am also very good at burrowing underground. And this beetle taps a little padded paw to the ground, and it does appear to be earth.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not like stone floors, right?
if we're stealthing,
No, it's earth.
we don't want me in front. I'm not stealthy.
No, I'd still do. Oh, guard.
Well, but then, I mean, I guess, can we see the doors from where we're at? Like that there's like rooms and shit, or can we just literally see a hole? Probably not.
So if you guys are standing at the mouth, you would be able to see. I think even Beetle would be able to see at least the first two set of doors.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was going to ask, like, what's the, I know it is about noonish, so the sun's high.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like because
There would be light spilling in from the mouth of the cave, so you'd be able to see that there are doors, and you and like Beetle would be able to see that there are doors here, kind of close to the entrance, and then Mugen and Corgan, you'd be able to see pretty far in that there are like a couple sets of doors.
And Froskus, you've never been in here before?
Oh, I've never tried to go in here. No.
Okay. Are you prepared to right now?
I don't know what's in here, but I mean, we can try to take a look and see.
How are you with that crossbow?
What do you guys want to do here?
We're looking for the horde.
Okay. Well, I mean, am I gonna get a cut of that? Or like, what do you want? Do you need me to be here, or what?
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I guess
I don't know what's in here. I kind of want to go home.
Oh,
That is totally up to you, Roxis. If you wish, you are a free and independent Hardfoot. We certainly enjoy your company and should probably have found out additional dragon facts from you. But
All I'm saying is that I'm the best hunter in our village, and if I die from whatever's in there, maybe there's nothing in there. But if there is, and I die, then that leaves them out. So I think maybe I'll stay here, because you guys might get lost on your way back. So I'll stay out here and holler if you need help.
Same to you. Strengthen numbers, Roxis. Strengthen numbers.
or who you could potentially hunt the greatest beast that you ever have in your entire.
Well, you said it was dead, right?
don't pressure her into going into the scary cave.
It's not scary.
Beetle's
It
a
seems-
salesman.
It seems fine. I am very persuasive. Roxis, if you watch the entrance, that's fine with me.
All right. Well, yeah. And what if you guys go in there and you find something, you run back out here? What if I go in there with you and I die? And then how are you gonna get back?
Well, I don't think we necessarily have a back that we have to go to.
You got your dog, right?
Oh shit. Burrower.
You want that guy?
I do have a whistle. He can find us. Don't worry.
Pretty far. I mean, kind of far. Maybe it's a magic whistle. I don't know.
You said it was such a short walk. We were here
It's
so
about
fast.
a mile. It's not that far, but
I would hope we can find our way back a mile.
I was like, I hope my dog could hear us with a whistle.
well,
All right, you stay guard if we don't come out in.
like I said, you guys go figure out whatever you guys are looking for in there, and if you need help, holler. But I'm just gonna watch, make sure nothing happens.
Roxis, I'm just going to say that if we find a massive hoard of treasure and you didn't come inside, I'm sorry, no cut for you. I am specifically trying to persuade her to come in with the lure of money.
Okay, so roll persuasion.
14.
Nice.
Do you guys really think there's a dragon horde here? Like, I mean, the dragon that I saw here seemed pretty young, but
I understand that our subterfuge may have been incredible, but yes, we are actually here in search of a dragon's horde.
all right. Well, you guys said it was dead, right?
It's supposed to be. I mean, we saw its body.
I mean, you're the one that senses something, so.
I just
Maybe
think we
there's
should
just
be
something
careful.
Else. There could be other
Well,
dangers, and we've been prepared
Or
for
whatever
that.
Correct.
lives here might not be home.
But she heard noises.
I think I hear something down there. That's why I'm a little worried.
Mm.
That's why I warned you guys, but fine, I'll go in.
Well, how about you just come with us for the first door? And Corgan walks in up to this door.
Okay.
Beetle is going to burrow underground behind.
You're gonna burrow underground. Okay.
I'm going to put my hands on Roxis' back and walk forward.
Where
with
do
it.
you stop?
Roxis
I'm
walks in behind you
Behind
guys,
but not popped up yet.
pulling out her longbow and knocking an arrow.
Fuck,
but
it's a
not-
longbow in a cave.
Yeah.
That's what she's got.
I mean, it's a halfling longbow, so it's essentially a short bow.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's just long for her.
It is very long for her. She's going
It
to.
was just like massive. Just like,
It's an elven longbow. It's
Right, or
9
like
feet tall.
it's a freaking a Goliath long.
Yeah, it's like fucking huge.
She's dragging.
Yeah. She's like, hang on. She like pulls out a little stool and gets up on it.
like a base.
she's got like little pegs on the back of
Upright
her
base.
like legs that she kicks off, and they become like short stilts.
Yes, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's essentially a short bow, but to you guys,
Scale.
it is a long bow.
Yeah, it would be a longbow to all of us.
She
Yeah,
knocks
I
an
can
arrow.
actually wield a longbow. Okay, so
Yeah, she knocks an arrow, and she's like, I don't. Okay, I'm ready, I guess.
Quietly, and we tried to quietly.
Did you
enter
guys? You did not stealth up to it,
I mean, I want
so
to be
wanted
as stealthy
to.
as I possibly can.
but you have to declare that.
I have.
We talked
Yeah.
about it, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
all right, so
I
go ahead
am
and roll stealth. Then I'm sorry that I wasn't paying attention.
No, you're fine. I just.
Some of us distract you. It's okay.
I'm underground. No
Yeah,
one
you're
can hear
fine.
It's appropriate.
me.
Beetle just fucking.
Quietly, though.
Well, yeah. Once you're underground.
7.
13.
Okay. So you guys get up to the door. Are you doing anything there, or like? Oh, let's move her. You're right.
I guess I look back at like Beetle and Mugen. I'm just kind of like, do I knock? Do I
Just see if it's open.
grab the handles, turn it, see if it opens?
Okay. You check the handle. It does not seem locked.
Okay, are we ready to go in?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll just open it slowly.
From underground.
Kind of like peeking it.
All right. You open it slowly, and you hear two voices go. What was that?
Oh, we should have
On
listened.
the first door?
We didn't- Right, that's where I'm at. I'm like, is there people behind all the doors? Did I just choose the wrong door?
3 kobolds turn to face you. Who are you guys?
Your worst nightmare.
Okay, roll initiative.
No, I don't do anything else. I just say.
I mean, but you just threatened them.
Okay.
Ah.
I
I think you wanna
I
fight.
think he's saying the response is
Okay.
I'm hearing your worst nightmare.
Yeah.
That we are their enemies.
As soon as the door opens and the kobold's words leave its mouth, Roxis just looses an arrow past all of you and rolls a nat 1.
Is she gonna hit me?
And it just pink into the wall, and she just looks around. Sorry, I just kind of shot. I just heard it and shot. I don't know. So Mugen, it is your turn.
Okay. It's just for me, from where I'm at, I'm probably going to just cast a firebolt at the one in the corner of the room that seems to be maybe line of sight for me. 18 plus 5?
Yeah, that definitely hits.
10.
You see this kobold. He's looking around in confusion, and all of a sudden, this firebolt falls and hits him right in the chest. Just as he crumbles to the ground in flames. The other two, what the hell? Who are these people? And it is Bender's turn next.
I have Bender run in and... Oh, well, let's see, I already used a spell. So no, Bender just sets back with me.
Okay, so Corrigan's turn.
Okay. Well, fucking shit.
Well, no, Bender just runs in.
Okay.
Runs in, runs up right next to one and tries to jump on it.
Is it attacking or just moving?
Just moving
Okay.
right up next to it.
Okay, so then Corrigan, what are you doing? All right.
Okay, I will run and I suppose go for this one in the corner here.
Okay.
And I am going to go into a rage. And I'm also going to attack recklessly. So I get advantage. 8 plus
die. So the first one's a 13. Fuck. Second one is only a 7.
A 13 hits.
Thank God.
So go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
8.
Do you have like a rage?
Yeah, what's your...
Rage
how do you go
sound?
into a
How do you-
rage,
how do you
Corgan?
rage?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, we need to know.
I just get really mad because
Is it like a silent rage, or do you like yell something?
Was it like
this is a silent rage. I think I just walked in and I realized now that like we've persuaded Roxis to come in, and within 2 minutes of being here, she's like horribly fucked up, and there's already 3 creatures attacking us. So I'm like mad in a sense of like they should have let her stay outside, and now I have to protect her.
Okay.
3 plus 3 plus 2, so 8 damage to that gentleman.
Yeah, you run in and
He
smack
is not a gentleman.
this kobold right in the face, and as you do, its nose, you feel its skull crunch underneath your hammer, and it falls down, just blood all over the place. Ah!
You all are so awful.
I look to the other one and just say, sorry about your friend.
What? What the fuck? You guys just come in here and just crush our skulls?
No, I just said I was your nightmare and then you attacked us.
Well, you threatened us.
And burn you alive.
He runs and tries to stab Corgan with a dagger.
He has advantage.
Does have advantage.
Did you move all the way to that 5th one?
Hmm?
Oh man, so close to an opportunity attack.
I know,
for Bender.
right?
Could have got one cut scratch.
That's all it takes.
Does a 12 hit? So he tries to stab you, ah! But it just kind of glances off of what tiny clothing armor that you have. What is happening? Where are you? Where did you come from?
Outside! Where'd you come from?
I live here.
What? Is this their home?
Not for long.
We're invading kobolds' homes and murdering them. Who's next?
Beetle.
All right.
You want to sell him something?
Should probably rub some cream on him, see what happens.
I don't know if I can heal this pain of his friends being murdered. Or maybe they were his
They're a little
brothers.
scaly.
Beetle's going to rise up halfway out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
In doing so, he's going to grab a couple pebbles
Okay.
and cast Magic Stone on them. It's a bonus action. So he has a little, like, rose water tonic that he drabbles on these rocks, and they're imbued with magic.
Imbued. And they're imbued with magic.
Infused. And he's going to just... Well, how ugly is this kobold?
Are you like taking a second to look at it? You can do like an interaction to take a second to look at it.
Just, you know,
Perception
as
check.
I'm aiming, is he just like... I can throw a pebble up to 60 feet.
No, yeah. I just didn't know where exactly you were. So you
That-
Picture badger. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
I don't know how fast. I'm not like a 90 mile per hour.
just it's magic.
Just
It's just gotta make contact.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ugly. I mean, he looks like
On a
a
scale
little.
of like 1 to 20.
Please, no,
He's
honestly,
covered in scales, Robin.
Excuse me. It's a 1 to 10 scale, right? So roll a d10. Is this a
Alright.
hot kobold?
Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see if it's a hot kobold. Damn, he's a 9. He's pretty hot.
This is the most attractive kobold that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw, I think it's a plus my spell cat. Okay, so that would be a 23. Does that hit?
That definitely hits.
Okay. And it's going to bludgeon him
So it would be 5.
1d6 plus your spellcasting ability 5.
Yeah, so it would be you rolled 1 plus 4 is a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
5, damn it.
So you see that this magic glowing stone flies into the room and just connects straight with where you would think like just connects with his head, and he just and he slowly kind of like crumples over.
Like dead?
Yeah,
They're all every single one of them.
they're all dead. You just murked them all.
The
Okay.
most attractive kobold we've ever seen.
He's he's got like very chiseled jaw.
Aw.
He had like a little bit of hair that he had like a nice like little like pomp thing going on, you know? He had like yeah, he was dressed pretty stylish compared to like other kobolds.
Beetle's like, I could have had some products for this guy.
Yeah.
I go in the room to pick up Bender.
Alright. So you run over to grab Bender. In this time, you guys hear a bunch of doors open. And Beetle, you have advantage on this, but make a dexterity saving throw.
Wish the room were closed.
And also,
I was gonna say, do I have
Just
to
close the door.
tell him to pop back underground?
Leave
But
rocks just
I
out
looked
there.
up to see if they were close enough that I could pull them both in and just
Natural
slam the door
20.
behind them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beetle, you,
Natural 20 plus whatever my dexterity 1.
Beetle, you duck. Has 2 shots come flying out. One completely misses Beetle. The other one does impact Roxis as she goes, "There's more of them!" Roxis takes a shot at the first one in the door behind you guys. It just goes wildly. "I'm sorry, I'm nervous." And just bounces off the walls in here. Next is Mugen.
If I turn and look out from here, can I see kobolds on the other side?
You could see some across the hall, yeah.
What I want to do is step forward 10 feet. You hear Mugen say, Tanavres Nishu, and casts Unseen Servant,
Okay.
which the spell creates an invisible, mindless, shapeless medium force that can perform simple tasks. And I give it the task to close the door.
All right, so you step out into the hallway and call forth a unseen servant who just moves forward and is just like, "Goodbye," just closes the door back. You hear a bunch of kobolds in there. "What the hell? What the hell?" And just start making their way towards the door. There are still a couple more that are in the hallway. It is Corgan's turn. You hear shouting from the hallway.
Corgan picks up this kobold.
The body.
Yep. And takes
The handsome one? Oh, it
4,
is.
5. And I throw him over Beetle, so that's not like on top of his hole. And I just say, "Who's next?"
Okay, make an intimidation check.
Throw it at them.
Yeah,
Say,
how far
"Catch."
can I throw them? How far can I throw this carcass towards them?
Kobolds are small, and you would have to make a strength check.
Am I any good at that?
Athleticism.
I also
Oh,
get
yeah,
plus
or
2.
it would be an
Sweet.
athletics check.
Right, and I get plus 2 because I'm still in a rage because we didn't come out of initiative, correct?
I think you
Correct.
get. I think you get plus 2 for rage strength checks.
Which
Or
means because
athletics check.
well, and actually, so this is a good point because if I don't attack or get attacked, I come out of rage at the end of my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Can I throw the kobold as an attack at them?
You can use it as an improvised weapon.
Yes, that's
to
what I
throw
would
at
like to
them,
do
yeah.
so that it counts as an attack so I don't come out of
I
my
mean,
rage.
go ahead and do it.
Remember, it is the
Um,
9 out of 10 on the hotness scale kobold.
Yeah, I grabbed the sexiest one to be like, I've done this to your sexiest. What will I make of you?
His genes will never be passed on.
And I'm just looking. Okay, so I have advantage on strength checks.
well, it's athletics check,
Athletics is a strength check.
which is
though.
strength. Yeah, but I'm just making sure that you roll athletics. So
I
you
see
might
what you're
have a
saying. What I
bonus.
add to, I actually have more to athletics than strength.
Exactly,
So yes.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, if you're trained in it.
It's 9. So the first one's a 13. And God damn it. They're both 13s. What the fuck?
In total.
Yeah, they're both 13. I rolled 2 8s.
So, if you're throwing it that far at that person, what I'll do is I'll make them make a dex save to see if they actually get hit by
I
it.
don't have to roll an attack or anything.
Was your attack?
Yeah, but like
Strength check to. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes
so
sense.
technically
Yeah, it's kind of
you
like
just, like,
catapult. You just
you
launch
have
it
the
and-
ability to throw
Yeah.
it that far. They just have to get out of the way.
Okay.
All right, so let's see if he can get out of the way, or she, or whoever.
They.
I don't think a 6 is gonna beat it. So you step out and yell what you yell. I've done this to your sexiest. Who's next or whatever. You just fucking launch this kobold over Beetle's head and into another one, and he's like, "Ah!" and just slams against the wall. And let me actually see, because if he actually takes damage from this, or if he just gets knocked prone. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, he takes damage. Okay, I don't know. Let's see.
How traumatizing is
Yeah,
it to be hurt by the
force
carcass
damage.
of your friend?
Or maybe it was their lover.
What is your strength modifier?
+3.
Okay, so I'll do a D4 plus 3 just to see if he takes damage. Oh Jesus. Yeah, so you actually see that this dead kobold collides with another kobold with such force that slams him up against the wall, and his head just like splats as it hits the fucking stone wall.
And then I say, good, 2 more to throw.
Okay, so
Vicious.
Is this intimidating?
Are they feared?
you can try to do an intimidation check.
Yeah.
With advantage, because you just splattered one against the wall with another one's dead body.
The hottest one.
Did
Do
I-
it!
Intimidation, you said?
Yeah.
I'm rolling like absolute crap.
Switch time.
Hey, I do that all the time.
+3. It's 11.
Yeah. These two just piece the fuck out.
Bye.
Let me go back in here.
That means there's no one out there to fight us right now.
Currently, no. Though it is the kobold's turn. So yeah, one kicks the door open, the other two take shots with their slings. One is going to be at Corgan. Does a 21 hit?
At level 3, yes.
And he does 6 damage to you.
I would like to have that,
It
because I'm
is-
sure it is piercing.
It's bludgeoning.
Oh, bludgeon.
Yeah,
What
but I think it is half.
Chunky thing did he throw?
It's a sling, so
Probably
he's using
rocks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The other one also takes a shot at Corgan, because you are the only one in line of sight, actually. But you hear it go and bounce off the walls as he just completely misses you. As you guys are in the midst of this fight, you hear shouting from down the hall from the two that ran away. And you hear another voice. What? As a much larger kobold steps into view from down the hall. You've come to disturb the dragon's nest? Aw, dragon! You see a small draconic humanoid strut in as though they were 10 feet tall. He's wearing a gilded skull of a small dragon as a helmet, and it has beady eyes that gleam through the skull's eye socket. It hefts its spear and shield and lets out a blood-curdling shriek signaling the attack. You guys are here to steal our dragon's treasure! I'll never let it happen! He's not doing anything other than that.
That's a nice speech.
Not on my timepiece. Is it Beetle's turn?
It is Beetle's turn.
It's like that. Let me lead into this.
Not on my timepiece.
Hell
Not
yeah.
on my sundial or whatever I
Yeah.
have. Beetle will pop up halfway out of the ground with 2 paws
Mhm.
and toss one of his magically imbued pebbles. Well, Would I be able to see that far? Does that matter?
No.
Oh yeah.
You would not be able to see that far. So you wouldn't be able to see. You just hear this dude shouting from down the hall.
We could buy torches.
If
No,
I
for
could,
you
I
to
use
go
an
can't
action
see.
to like light a torch and throw it down the hall.
Yeah.
And would it stay lit to light up where this fella's at?
Yeah.
Beetle comes up halfway out of the ground, maybe dusts a little dirt off of his snout, and says, "Not on my timepiece," and lights a torch, tosses it down the hallway in front of him towards this big sounding fella.
The torch flies through the air. The fire of the torch making
Dramatic.
growling as it flies through the air, and as it hits the ground, ding, 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 the whole area is alight, and you can see this much larger kobold who's standing there menacingly with a spear and a shield in hand, looking very angry. And in the very dim light, and behind him, you can see glints of something. Roxis, hearing this, goes, I don't know what that is. You guys got that? She launches 2 different arrows, one right after the other. It's sinking into 2 of the kobolds in the left-hand room that crumpled dead. There's 1 more in that room, and
You go, girl.
let's see here. Doing my best. It's Mugen's turn.
All right. Mugen will 25 move and step out here, and she's going to throw a firebolt at the loud-sounding. When she steps out into the hallway and notices the larger kobold, shield and spear in hand, throws a firebolt in his way. 16
nice.
to hit.
16 just hits.
16 hits. All right. It does a D10,
Spoilers.
which is 5 fire damage.
5 fire damage. All right.
Throws a firebolt. I don't know if she can tell if he's as handsome as the other kobolds or not.
God, is the big one even handsomer?
I don't know.
But then takes a step back around the corner. As a bonus action, has the unseen servant close the door
again.
Yes.
Just need that servant to shut those doors.
I'm going
And
to.
then just every turn they have to spend a turn opening it, and then she kills them.
Roll. I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Okay.
Shut me out of my own
Okay.
house.
Yep.
And now the one left in there is gonna have to probably use an action to open the door.
To get murdered.
Closing doors and picking things up is about as like what it can do. Like,
But
it's
you're
very
using,
limited.
you're
Yeah.
utilizing it in the perfect way,
It's
just
so good.
repetitively closing a door. And I really think we need to keep this in our brains for the future.
Yeah. I didn't know you had an invisible servant, and now I know what I'm going to need it to do for me in the future.
Not to get too meta, but I love that bonus action.
So it is now Bender's turn. Bender the cat.
And she yells, "Get him, Bender!" And Bender does a full-on dash with his 40 feet of movement, making it 80. So
It's a fast fucking cat.
40,
Cats are fast.
60. Gets about here and hisses.
Intimidating.
What the hell's that?
Little black cat.
Have kobolds never seen house cats before?
I don't have any house cats. Looks like a meal to me.
Not on my time.
I think it's made of paper.
We
black
don't know
paper.
if it's actually a house cat or if it's made of paper.
Or during the spell cast.
It is
you, like,
Corgan's
paper
turn.
folding up, but then
Oh, little origami
God, that
cat.
makes
Yeah.
That would be
It
cute.
becomes a real cat, but I get it.
Yeah,
I'm
during the
with it.
spellcasting process.
I
is
pictured it up
origami.
until this moment as just always paper, and I will have to amend my memory.
Oh yeah, actually,
is,
I should amend our memories. And the firebolt is actually like from the book flipping open, like kind of slip of paper with a kind of firebolt spell on it, goes and flies out, and then does the firebolt damage.
Sparklers.
Yeah.
I should get into reading.
Books are cool.
Corgan, it is your turn.
Damn right it is. Oh, I don't have many options though. Okay, can I first? Well, it seems like Roxis is going to be fine now. There's only one other kobold and the door's closed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess, I mean, I'm so far away. Like, do I want to just take a dash? That's what I was thinking. I guess I'll just take a dash action, but I can't.
Do you have to attack to rage?
Yeah,
Well,
I
she
also
attacked
do
it.
that.
She has to. Yeah.
But if I got up there, the chances that he'll attack me before the end of what? Here, let me
There's
look
more
at the wording
bodies.
over here.
It would be
Rage
the
ends early if you are knocked unconscious or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn.
Yeah.
Or taken damage since then. Have I taken?
You have. Wait.
Corpses.
No, you haven't.
Throw more corpses. I got it.
It's
Got
an option unless you have a throwing weapon. I don't know.
No, you're a genius, and actually I do have a javelin. I forgot I have a javelin.
Well, hey, woo!
Okay.
Unused tools or bodies.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with what I know.
Yeah.
And
Your
You
new
need
hobby.
another body.
Your new
15,
hobby is eating
20.
bodies.
I can move 25 feet, so I'm gonna get here so that the sexy one I've already thrown is just a little behind me. I'm gonna
Just
pick
throwing
him
the sexy
back
one?
up. Yeah, I'm gonna pick him back up, and I want to launch his body at this guy.
Okay, so he's gonna make a dex saving
I
throw.
think this might be my new hobby.
Corgan's new hobby.
He sees the
launching
body
bodies.
flying and he just kind of sidesteps it.
Oh, I don't even have to throw. I just.
Oh, you threw it.
But I didn't roll.
You can throw it 20 feet.
Okay, but he just gets out of the way because I'm
He
sure
just
it's not
moves.
moving too fast.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
even if you, because it wouldn't be like you're not making like an attack roll. You're just throwing something.
Right. Okay.
So he just had to see if he could get out of the way, and he did.
Okay.
So
So I guess that's my accent. She should have done the job. But I like
he
the flair.
sidesteps this, and he goes, "You're throwing my most handsome friend here. I'm gonna fuck your face up." And he moves forward to make an attack. He is going to jab at you with the spear. He has a crazy grin on his weird beaked face, and he laughing as he juts a spear towards you. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Haha! Shish kebab. 5 piercing damage to you.
Half
Which is halved.
to two, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What?
No,
Why aren't you as squishy as I
try.
wanted you to be? So he does that, and then it is the other kobold's turn. And I don't know if they are even going to do anything.
I did give him a fright.
Oh yeah.
One of them does come out. He's just like, "I'll help you! I'll help my boss!" And he shoots at Corrigan. It is a 23,
Yeah.
so 5 halved.
Wow, four damage in 2 people's turns. Interesting.
Ouch.
And then Beetle, it is your turn.
Beetle pops out of the ground and says, "You won't be making kebabs out of my friends." And he's going to throw a magic pebble at this big fella. A 19 plus
Nice.
4. So
That definitely hits.
does that hit him?
Yeah.
He takes 9 damage.
Hey, it's glowing stone comes flying out from behind Corgan and just smacks him right in the mouth. His grin quickly turns to a frown as it seems to hit him right in the teeth, and he spits out a couple teeth.
Ew.
Oh. This is going to be a good fight, I see.
So Roxis, seeing that you hit him, it seems like it hurt him quite a bit. She turns and knocks 2 arrows and launches them. Let's see here. She does. Oof. Man, I'm bad at rolling.
Roxis, no.
I actually just think we've
Unfortunately,
mostly rolled
they both
terribly.
Yeah.
they both like sink into his shield as he just kind of.
I'm going to sacrifice you to the blue dragon.
It's Mugen's turn now.
So Mugen will step out, and she prepares a spell and says, "Sarg, Roxis," and causes a bit of magic out of the book. You see, she kind of takes out the book flies open, pages flap, and she seems to take a quill and write something, tear a page out, and it goes and disappears. And then that's her turn as an action to cast Shocking Grasp, but has Bender deliver it.
Oh shit!
So the familiar takes 5 feet of movement and gets up next to the big kobold and performs Shocking Grasp spell. 14.
14 does not hit.
So Bender hisses and sizzles with electricity and tries to scratch at
Unfortunately,
at the kobold.
the claws do not go through his studded leather as he laughs and shrugs it off. It is Corgan's turn next.
Oh yeah, it is. I'm going to recklessly attack. God damn it!
Rage.
First one's an 8, yeah. I go into a double rage because dice is a fucking piece of. No!
Was that a 1?
That's
No.
an 8, but it's.
You rolled
I
an
can't-
8 twice?
No, I rolled a 3, which equals 8. 8
Okay.
equals 13.
Yeah, you go to smack him with your hammer, but it
And
unfortunately
now
just
he has fucking advantage on me.
hits his shield as he just reposts it.
I thought this was going to be a challenge.
I'm a child.
You see that he throws down his spear and pulls out a short sword and goes to stab at you. Does a 14 hit?
That is exactly my AC.
Okay. He does 6 damage in piercing, which is halved.
Mm-hmm.
But then he unfortunately does another 10 damage in poison.
Oh no. Wait, no. Wait. I have advantage against poison. Does that matter? Does that not matter in this
you have
instance?
advantage or
I
you
do.
have
I do
resistance?
as a dwarf.
On poison saving throws.
Fucking shit.
You don't have resistance to it?
No, I
Okay.
don't think so. I just knew I had advantage and it said
So
poison.
make a constitution saving throw?
This would be whether or not if there's something that would poison you, then you have advantage on the saving throw about whether or not you are poisoned. If
Yeah.
the poison type is
Well,
If
so
the
you
damage
do have
type is
advantage
poison.
on this.
Yeah, I have advantage on the
Okay.
saving throw.
Make a
then, right?
DC.
Okay.
Yeah, make a Constitution saving throw
My
with
hardy,
advantage.
thick dwarven
Your
body
dwarven
is
hide.
just like not about poison. 3. So the first one's an 18, and I get to roll again. So that's delightful. 14, so 18.
All right, so you feel the burn of a poison, but your body just rejects it, and you take some damage. It hurts a lot, but you're not poisoned.
I'm not permanently affected.
Yeah,
I'm just,
yeah.
It's 10 though that I take.
You take 10 poison damage.
Right, that's what I was asking. But then I'm
Yeah.
not like, okay, got it. Oh, hey guys.
So it is now the other kobold's turn, and
Which one?
the one behind him. It is just going to hold an action, and then it is Beetle's turn.
Beetle is gonna hop up. He's going to cast Healing Word at Corgan. The way that Healing Word is cast, by the way. Corgan, I know we've only known each other a short time, but have you ever thought about contributing to the goddess Mary Kai? She is is just so wonderful and has just taught me so much about creating potions and beautiful products.
Beetle, I was just stabbed.
And as he says this,
As you praise Mary Kai, is
yes.
that how it works?
yes, as I give a sales pitch for Mary Kai, a Korgan regains hit points equal to 1d4, and my spellcasting modifier.
Which is 4.
So, unfortunately,
Hey.
Fortunate.
Yeah. Fortunately.
you get 5 health points.
Right, that's good.
Is the difference between my ass getting knocked down by the same amount of damage next round.
Yeah. So, all right, you
And I'm
do
gonna
heal that.
stand with my hands or my paws on my hips,
Ooh.
thinking about Mary Kai.
As you are praising Mary Kai and casting this healing word, a rock goes flying at you, connecting with your head, dealing 3 damage to you.
Okay.
Did I do good, boss? You hear a kobold yell.
Not on
He's sipping
my
pretty hard,
timepiece.
I just want to make my boss proud.
Thought your boss was a dragon.
Right. Yeah,
That's
the
my
other
boss's
thing.
boss.
We haven't asked.
I don't report to him directly.
Roxis takes another 2 shots at the big kobold. Man, she's not good though.
No, it's you who's not good.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just very scared. I'm used to hunting deer and rabbits. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here.
Just picture them as scaly rabbits.
She misses both shots,
Next time.
and then it is Mugen's
He'll
turn
make a
again.
mental note to never hang out with Roxis again.
They didn't want to come into the cave in the
I
first place.
Gave her the option to leave or to wait outside.
After shaming.
So it's Mugen's turn.
I'm trying a gambit here. So Mugen, from her position, seeing the larger kobold and some of the things happening to her friends, she looks at the biggest one and says, "Hey, big guy," and then casts a spell saying, "Noit Segus," which is suggestion, 2nd level spell.
All right.
And the course of activity that she's suggesting, she goes, "Why don't you call off your minions, stop attacking us, and give us the dragon's horde?" And the large kobold would have to make a wisdom saving throw of 13. If he agrees, let's all just get along, guys, as I try to suggest this to everyone.
All right. So
And my follow-up suggestion to my friends.
The words
Yeah.
I speak.
Maybe we should suggest that he join the Mary Kai Guild.
so it is Bender's turn.
Bender just hangs out waiting to see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is Corgan's turn.
This bitch is gonna recklessly attack again.
Oh no.
Why are you making that face at me?
Go ahead and do it.
But what if it's suggested?
What if it worked?
Oh God! Wait. Oh yeah.
Corgan!
Wait, and I have to wait until his turn to know if it worked?
Yep. You haven't rolled your attack though.
Hold an action.
There's other kobolds.
Yeah, I want to hold an action to see if it looks like it worked on him, and as soon as I see his conscious thought overriding anything that Mugen said, I want to hit him as hard as I can. Can I prepare an attack reckless?
Yeah.
Cool. That's what I want to do.
You're very lucky you didn't let go of that dice because you see that his hands lower and he drops the short sword. He goes, "Well, actually, why didn't you just say so in the first place? Right this way." As he takes a
How long
courteous
does it
bow.
last?
8 hours.
Yeah.
God.
and
But the
behind
other
him,
ones...
he ushers you behind him. The kobold behind him is like, "What are you? What's going on?" And you hear the boss kobold,
I said they can go this way. It's fine. Okay, okay, all right. I'm sorry.
As he escorts you to the back chamber.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Mugen has a giddy
But-
smile on her face. She's like, all right, everybody, let's let's take this armistice and at its advantage and take a look at what this dragon's horde he's offering us is.
Well, I want to look where I'm standing. Can I look in both of these rooms and just see, like, are they just little, like, break rooms that people were chilling in? Or,
They're
like,
essentially-
judging by this one, what did it look like they were?
They're kind of just like small hovels. that
Okay, so we
have,
don't
like-
need to search that. Okay, so yeah, let's go.
There's not a whole lot in there. There's like fire and bedrolls.
Okay, so I follow him back.
Mugen closes her book and she's like, just let's let him lead and agree to this.
Mugen, I think we need to have a talk about this spell later. I need to learn it.
Comes up and whispers like, let's just do what we need to do for the next few hours and then get out.
Few hours?
He has 8 hours. We can go back and look at all this shit.
It's so honorable to be within a kobold's home.
As you guys make your way into the back chamber, it is a large
He's under a spell. You don't have to kiss his ass.
cavernous
It's fun,
area that maybe was like at one point a large meeting hall. There's glyphs and nice architecture, pillars and things like that are at this point crumbling, but at one point stretched from floor to ceiling with dwarven runes. What you see in the center of the room is a large pile of gold, as well as some other things scattered around the gold. What are you guys doing?
I really appreciate you handing over the dragon's horde and to us. It's very kind of you. Do you have any sacks or perhaps a cart?
That was gonna be my question. Like, can you further suggest him to help us pack it up?
He has to follow what I said, which was, why don't you call off your minions, stop attacking us, and give us the dragon's horde?
Okay, so
as
giving-
long as giving us the dragon's horde consists of it, and that hopefully is
I
good.
would argue, give me the dragon's horde would mean he would do everything under giving it, which would mean
not
helping us package it.
Well, what do you think?
What is
DM?
this?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got a chest around here. Hey, go grab a chest or two.
And after a minute or so, you see like the two remaining kobolds that are in this room. They come back with some rather large chests and start shoveling the gold into the chests.
Beetle's little jaws just dropped.
Do you guys want these things here? You
Probably.
see?
They start pulling things out. You see that there is a black velvet mask stitched with silver thread. There is a carved bone statuette, a copper chalice with silver filigree, a small gold bracelet, and a small mirror with a painted wooden frame. They're kind of like pulling these things out as they're shoveling stuff in.
You guys want these?
Yeah, that's all good. Yes.
All the horde,
Let
the
me,
whole, the whole horde.
Yes.
Beetle
have
holds
them?
out his paw. May I take a look at that mask, please?
Okay, here you go.
They just start showing.
You want to just should we put the rest of the stuff in the chests?
Well, I guess I think we can probably only carry one chest.
Well,
But we also have 8 hours. We could, okay. What I suggest, we have 8 hours. We could fill our own chests, and then.
Well, we'll help you carry these back, guys. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll help.
Obviously, never mind.
Wonderful,
How-
thank you so much.
I forgot
Yeah, you
how
guys are-
gracious our friends were. So yeah.
so glad we met you.
Let's
Oh,
load them up.
It's a pleasure.
Corgan wants to do a walk around, see if I see anything else in the.
Well, as they're shoveling, you do notice, buried among the gold and other things, there's a handle that is sticking out of the gold, wrapped in what looks like to be kind of a fine leather. It looks like there's a nice polish to it and an axe.
Way to spoil it.
Wow. A spike at the end. A spike at the end.
Loved it. I knew what it was the whole time.
Yeah, I know that
so
you
did
knew
I.
what
I
it
was
was.
like,
But you see this. Okay, so wrapped in fine leather and a nice polish to the spike at the end, sticking out of the gold.
It looks like it's just begging for my hand, I assume. So I grab it and pull it out.
You pull out a large double-headed great axe, which is finely crafted and still has its edge. It seems to be made of some sort of hardened steel, though there are depressions in the head that look as though something could be slotted into them. In the center of the head, there is a relief carving of a boot overlaid with a morning star.
Like a boot, like a that you put on
Foot.
foot. Like
Mhm.
a foot boot
Mm-hmm.
with a morning star.
Yep.
I bring the unseen servant over to help us carry some of these things.
All right.
And maybe if there are small pouches that I could lay over Bender.
Okay. Sure.
How much of this do you guys think we can carry?
well, I'm gonna ask Burrower. So Beetle starts walking out.
As the room starts to empty into these chests, a notebook is uncovered.
This looks like something Mugen would want.
Words.
I love notebooks.
This notebook, the title and markings are mostly rubbed off. What do you do with it?
Ooh, I first look and see if there's any kind of like anything that seems like runes or something that I might need to dispel or something before opening it. And I'm very interested in opening it.
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay. 9 + 5, 14.
Okay. You don't sense anything magical particularly about this book.
I delve into the notebook then.
As you're flipping through the pages, something that you come across is notes about the creation of something called a homunculus, and steps on how to create one.
Too bad I left the room.
Did you leave the room?
Yeah.
I'm going to outside
Why?
to blow my whistle, bitch.
Okay.
I take note.
Wait.
I take note of this.
Beetle, could
wondering
you
if
say-
it's something that I can use, or perhaps another, another user of the arcane arts might be able to
Okay.
keep it with some of my other journals for the time being.
Further still, as the gold and other items are being cleared out of this room, a small chest is revealed.
A chest within a chest.
Chest within a pile.
Well, they're
Gold.
yeah, it's in a pile of gold.
Is it locked? Can I walk up to it and... Is it locked?
Are you trying it?
Yeah.
It is not locked.
Oh. I open... Yeah, I open it.
Inside, what you see looks to be a scroll container, some sort of cylindrical container.
Hey, there's word things in here, Mugen. Come get it.
As well as another notebook.
More word things.
So this
Just walk away. I just literally leave it. I open it, look, I'm like, and I walk away.
All
The-
these notebooks. What is this class?
the binding of this book seems to be much hardier than the books that you guys found.
You're
before.
talking to Mugen now. I'm not even looking at after I realize that it's books.
Yeah, as soon as she says it's books, Mugen walks over.
I
to
think
it.
I said word things.
It's word things. Mugen moves over to investigate.
Yeah, you see the same thing. It is there's a long cylindrical container that looks as though it could hold a scroll or maybe a wand or something like that. and then there is a book, but the skin of the book, the binding of the book is quite thick.
Is it isn't a leather bound book just a
Skin.
skin
Technically,
book?
yes, it is.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
accept the
But you
description
don't
of
call
skin
it
of
the
book.
skin of the book.
Still made of skin.
True, I agree.
All right.
That is a fact.
Mugen would like to just kind of maybe first. Does it seem like is it like latched or bound or anything? Just big thick book.
Doesn't seem to be anything holding it closed, but it doesn't want to open.
Can I'll spend some time with this book later, knowing that we're on a timetable to kind of go through with it and to maybe in a little bit once we get some of the treasure out of this cabin.
Well, don't you have to
But-
concentrate? Or would that break? You don't want to break concentration.
That's what I'm trying not to do.
Well, I would.
But I would if the cylindrical container seems the same idea, like if it seems like there's any runes that might cause a spell to go off or something.
Right, and that's fine. Where I was like,
That's what I would want to look up.
guys, we're in a cave, and I don't feel like being cursed today.
Pack it up.
I also would say, we can't use all of this. Like, we're gonna be able to fill up your cart. Should we give the rest of it to Roxis and give some to them to take back to the village? Because we can't take it all, and I don't want these assholes to have it.
Mary Kai deserves it all.
Roxis gets a cut for sure. She definitely helped us, of course. We'll divide things
She
up.
did hit one person.
Her
evenly.
aim.
Well,
Beetle
more of my
he's-
argument is we should
Put her
fill.
life on the line.
My argument is we should fill the cart with everything that we can take,
Mhm.
and then just leave
Mm-hmm.
everything else for them
Mm-hmm.
and carry it back to the town.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Mugen's on the same page.
Very much so. Yeah, but I would but with my desire to know more about things, I would look and see are there any kind of arcane markings on it, on the container.
On the container, roll an Arcana again.
17.
You don't see anything on the container. It just seems like a leather. Yep. You pop the container open, and you do see a scroll in there that seems like fairly intact.
Is it easy to read?
Yeah, you unfurl this scroll. It seems to be a scroll of alter self, from what you can see. Though as you are reading the scroll, you feel some movement in your other hand, in the hand that you're holding the book with.
Oh, no.
The book, as you look over, two eyes on the cover pop open, and it actually opens with teeth where the pages are, and starts and is like trying to get to the scroll.
I try to hold it away from the scroll.
All right, it just keeps trying to get to the scroll.
Aren't you cute?
Do I see this happening?
I mean, you're in the room.
Can I try to help, grab the thing the scroll was in and try to, walk up to Mugen and, get the scroll back in the thing?
You can try, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to
Can
try
I-
to...
Can I cast sleep localized on the thing trying to eat the scroll?
Also
Yeah.
Concentrate.
Oh, yeah, will that break concentration?
Ooh, will it?
I don't know.
Wouldn't
You
it
also
have-
can't let this thing attack you or it'll break concentration. Fuck! Yeah, I'm really trying to get that scroll back in the thing.
I'm going to get Burrower. Hope you guys are
Oh
doing
yeah,
okay.
try to let you try to put the scroll back into the container real quick. Because I as the caster would know that if sleep is a concentration spell. And it is not.
Woo!
That's good.
I can't imagine that thing has a lot of... Isn't sleep... Is it hit point related, right?
It is.
Mhm.
So if I could try to cast it localize, but that's up to you about whether it's the area or not.
Yeah, I'll let you try to do that.
Okay.
As you pull out your spell book, Corgan has taken the scroll from you.
Yeah.
And as you pull out your spell book to try to cast sleep on this thing, it unfortunately overpowers you and starts munching down your book.
My spell book.
No.
I have some spells memorized today.
Um,
Does it? Is that all it seems
Wish
to
I
do?
could
Does it,
know.
like, if it's true on my book,
it's not interested
is
in
it
us.
attacking me at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Throw it down.
I am fascinated. I am completely intrigued by what this thing is and what it's doing. I want to pull out another notebook and write about it, but I'm currently preoccupied with what's happening.
As it
Sitting
finishes
here
the
holding
last
the
of the
scroll.
book,
My spell book.
and it swallows down and burps. Its eyes kind of go wild in its head, and then it looks at Mugen, and then just flips open. All of your spells are there.
I think I'm in love. I'm pretty sure I'm in love. I'm pretty sure this is what love is like. I've read about love in a lot of books, never experienced it, like classes, but hi, little friend. Can I try to like page through and see if there are my spells in there?
Yeah.
And they're there.
All your spells are there.
I want to.
I close the book and I hold it very closely to me.
Should I see if it wants the scroll? Or like maybe like a journal, one of the journals, or like your own. Do you have a Mugen? Do you have a personal journal on you?
I do.
Give it to me.
I give it to you.
Okay. And I like hold the journal out to the creature to see if it eats the journal.
It looks at the journal and kind of like looks back at Mugen, and then looks back at the journal and doesn't seem interested.
Pull the scroll out.
Okay, pull the scroll out now.
Just like dangle it in front of it.
You see it, a weird purplish tongue, tentacle almost, like reach out and just wrap around the scroll and then pull it down out of your hand into it. Mm-hmm.
And do I know?
Teeth gnashing.
I think I as a player know what this creature is, but does Mugen as a arcane caster know what this creature is?
I guess it's a creature of magic, so make an Arcana check.
19.
You recognize that this is definitely a mimic,
I pet it.
but it seems different than other mimics.
It seems docile, not to kill us, but eat spells.
Not your journal.
I hug it
specifically
Close
spells.
to my, just bring it in towards my bosom and give it a little snuzzle.
I bet
Like-
Bender's very jealous.
It's okay, buddy. We can all get along. Yeah, we should probably keep doing things here in this room with this treasure.
Yeah, continue packing it on up, I guess.
But I don't want
So-
anyone to touch my mimicking book, friend.
And then it is Beetle.
I'm out of the cave and I'm trying to blow my whistle. Does
Right.
Burrower show up?
You see from a distance trees just like falling in the woods. And you hear
Falling?
as Burrower is somehow just like beelining
Like an
it
elephant.
through the woods, just knocking over trees and things as he's
Is my
making his
card
way.
okay?
Your card's fine.
Okay.
What a
Somehow the
good
Mary Kai
boy.
cards seem as though maybe there's like a magic spell. Like maybe Mary Kai is like a bit more powerful than you thought, and there's like a protection spell on the
More
cards.
powerful than I thought.
Well, maybe they're affording you a bit more protection than you thought, and that there's like a magic spell on the cards that don't let them get damaged.
I'm blown away by Mary Kai more and more each day.
I just yell, Burrower! And I like,
Well,
from
you're
the back
still
of the
inside.
cabin. Do I not? Okay.
You wouldn't hear it.
I thought it makes sense.
And Beetle's like, Burrower, glad you're here. I've got a job for you to do. Come on in, follow me. I mean, hopefully, I know this hallway's big enough for us.
I love how Robin treats her dog like a coworker she doesn't want.
So Burrower comes in with the cart.
That's why you all have a good relationship.
You guys shovel the rest of the gold in to the Burrower's
Watch the
cart.
potions.
I give them some encouragement in Draconic because they're kobolds. Then
The kobolds
we can
are
speak
like
a little bit the same language.
the kobold leader is like,
All right, well, we'll help you carry these back to town. Or do you want them to just be on this cart?
Oh yeah, just load it up on the cart and we'll be on our way.
I think Mary Kai's strength will hold all of the gold on the cart. So kobolds, use your organization skills and stack her up.
you see another kobold come out from one of the first rooms.
The one we forgot about.
Should I help?
And you hear
We
the boss
would
go,
love your help.
Yes. Where have you been? Get here. Get over here and help us lift these.
Zero concern
They
for all of them.
lift 2 very overloaded chests of gold onto the cart. And you guys have like a full cart and like 2 chests full of gold and other items.
I imagine Corgan is just still looking at the axe this distracted me from the
This
axe.
is very distracting.
And is now back to just kind of like,
Beetle's like, what did I miss? What is this axe and this book with teeth?
I'm just holding it like the most precious thing I've
And
ever
I just-
found in my life.
Looks like
I
the
will
dragon's horde.
I will explain as soon as I can.
All I can say.
We should all get going. Yes, we're all good to go. So they've loaded up on the cart.
Yeah.
Let's go. And Mugen gets on the cart. She's like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Beetle is like, Mary Kai has blessed us on this day.
Yep.
Corgan gets
Thanks.
in the cart, gives Burrower a hug first, and then gets on the cart.
Roscus like jumps on the cart and she's like, all right, well, I know where to go. So let's what the hell is happening? Let's just get the hell out of here. Yeah.
It got
Yeah.
a little weird there,
And then
Roscus, I will not
Burrower
lie.
knows the way back.
From my understanding, as soon as they have given us the dragon's horde,
'cause
that
they've
would
completed.
have completed the task. So we need to go.
Yep. As you guys are exiting the cave, you're
Wait, what? What the fuck? What the hell's going on?
but you guys are taking off. Burrower is just fucking beelining it back.
I like to imagine that Corgan turns around at the end and just like waves.
Beetle's just sitting on a pile of
Winks,
gold.
and that's how the
Mary
episode
Kai,
ends.
this
It
is
zooms
for
in.
you.
Circle to black. Oh, I think there's some notes that are concerning alchemy in this notebook that I found that might be useful to you. I don't think that they particularly would be helpful to me.
Mary Kai blesses us again.
I hand you a notebook about the creation of a homunculus.
You open up this leather-bound book that explains what a homunculus is and how to create one.
What's on the cover? Before I open the book,
The cover seems to have within the leather is pressed like different herbs and different animals. It doesn't have a title. It just has like different herbs, different animals, flowers, things like that.
This is just like
Not pressed like
Shapes
that.
into the leather. Yeah.
You can press shapes into leather.
I pictured like pressed flowers though, and then I was like, oh no!
cat's face.
Yeah, no. Pressed within the leather of the book are different animal shapes and different flowers and herbs and things.
Now I'll open the book.
Okay.
As we're riding away, can we flip off the kobolds and be like, "Fuck you, dragon god"?
Fuck you too! Where's our dragon?
Oh, he's dead! Yeah. Yes, we keep
What the fuck?
Dragon's dead.
Prime.
So
Yeah.
as I'm sitting
Oh
there,
yeah, you pictured he's fucking dead. After I kept throwing their bodies at
Hell yeah.
I killed one with a rock.
Yeah. So as you flip through this leather-bound notebook, you find the instructions on what a homunculus is and how to create one.
What's a hunkabus?
Thank you, Mary Kai.
Hunkabus.
How long does it take to create one? I mean, we're only riding a mile back to town, or
Yeah.
however long it was, but Beetle's gonna just
I assume with
read
the dog,
through.
it's only going to take us about 10 minutes.
He just bursts through trees.
As we were riding back to town, Beetle is studying this new notebook of the homunculus, as well as Corgan is studying a new axe that she has found.
I imagine I'm just touching it a lot. Very
Yeah.
closely, like metal wood.
And Mugen is checking out this weird creature that seems to eat spells, but also retain the spells that it's eaten.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, yep. Do like a little mage hand out of paper and then see if it eats it and just like, kind of like trying things out.
Yeah. As you guys are making your way back, there's a clear path. Like Burrower just seems to have superpowers almost. Can just any time you blow that whistle, it just has like a straight line, no matter what's in the way.
Good boy, good
Um,
boy. I give him lots
The calling of the
pets.
goddess Mary Kai.
I think there might be some Mary Kai influence there with this dog. So there is a direct path back, and Roxis says, "All right, well, I guess I don't really have to lead you back. I think we kind of just know where to go. Yeah, the dog seems to know what it's doing."
I gather up 20 gold and I put it in a little bag and I give it to Roscus. I'm like, here's your share.
I'm gonna see if she insight check. Ooh, that's bad.
Give her a quarter of all this. Are you serious?
20 gold, really? This is okay. Well, thank you so much. This is far more than like anybody has in my village.
I give her that again.
And
oh my
Beetle
God.
also does as well.
60 gold?
We really value you.
You've earned it, Roscus.
Thank you so much.
You killed one kobold. And so did I.
I did what I could. I'm sorry. This was very scary.
Don't apologize. We didn't. You shouldn't have had to come into the cave in the first place. I'm sorry that we forced you into this situation.
This
when
will
you were
be-
just trying to help us.
This is definitely something I can tell future generations. That's for sure.
Future generations of Hardfoots will speak of your accomplishments.
Are you concerned
In days
that
to come.
they will give you trouble now?
Who?
The kobolds.
I think there was only like 3 left, right?
Right.
I think
okay.
we-
so
I think
you're
we
not
can
worried
deal
about
with
that big boy. Once we get back to town, we'll be good.
I think we can handle it. If it's the Hardfoots against one big boy and 2 of his friends, I think we'll be fine.
Are your
As long as the
friends
dragon's
and
really
family
dead,
a
right?
better shot than you?
Listen.
Oh, yeah, we saw its body. It's super dead.
Okay.
Yeah, we did see its body unless it has a friend. So
Yeah,
Well-
I'm sorry I lied earlier. We saw its dead body.
It's fine.
Beetle lies a lot. It's very strange. I don't understand.
Not telling everyone everything we know isn't lying.
Sure. I guess that's.
We
I can
weren't
see how
sure
that
if we could
works.
trust you, but now we know. We've met a friend
We
in
could
the
tr-
Hardfoot.
But
And
it
you're
wouldn't bring
filthy
you.
rich because of it.
Oh yeah, this is more money than I can just like take the year off.
Right? You could just go into town, go into the city, buy food,
Get
and bring
archery
it in.
lessons.
Take
Listen,
time off.
I'm good at shooting like rabbits. All right.
So we believe you.
As you guys are passing through the forest, you come over the hill and you see the village of Hardfoot once more, and that is where we'll end our story tonight.